Jordan. What am I about to say? Hmm. Hmm. Hey, I said Jordan. You need to learn how to speak when it's time for you to speak.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good defense. The Buccaneers
Are
are
you
the
a
least
mermaid?
scored-on team in the league, and they'll be up against the Saints offense that will need to rise to the occasion.
Well, we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Petty now. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down near the 42. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Gone.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
Halfback sent in motion. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Petty. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
They go play action here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And shedding through the tackle. And he comes back with one complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go. 319. Gone.
Back to throw again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator?
Oh, yeah.
What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Who? Madison. Did you push her back? Why didn't you push her back?
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drills. They went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Fighting him off. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. throw now on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
Now let's go. Over.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
What you doing?
Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. In the red zone this time.
Here we go. Blue landed. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gone.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team.
Are we going to go to
Height,
Florida?
weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said?
Oh, one of these days we are.
What I really liked about him, the way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Keith Marshall, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And his kick is right through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where's he
Oh,
going
we got
with
some
the
speed
football?
out there
Because
now.
you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
We got some speed on that side.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Keep your feet in, young
He's been the
blood.
guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. This is Marshall. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
It's a gain of 14 there. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down. Now Marshall works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They start the drive with Hyde. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Chewing the clock in the second quarter.
action. It's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw, it's Mahomes. His throw is
Come on, man. You go over there and pick that mess up.
Here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
Here we go.
And again, it's Mahomes. Hopkins, strong running. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
Man, dude just going to watch him catch the football.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively.
Goodness.
And they just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is taken at the 15. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So a collective holding a breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And all eyes now on the backup quarterback as he'll duck under center. And he's got his favorite target yet again.
What's up?
It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. On third down, Ross. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to throw. Ross.
Oh my gosh.
Play to the 37. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now flags will
Why the freak are you jumping and you ain't even rushing? Like, I don't even got you rushing and you jumping in. Like, come on, bro. And that stuff ain't even on aggressive.
Got him there. Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Get you another one then, Meyer.
This is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Back to throw. Ross. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, Adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way. But I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Green 39.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line, and so get a yard down to about the 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Green, Leopard. Go, go now. Green 39. Back 99, Bailey. Here we go.
Trying to punch it in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. And Gano's kick is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
What? Get the freak out of here. Get the freak out of here. You gotta be kidding me, man.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Nigga get hurt away from the play, like really.
38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect
Boy,
this lead.
boy.
Play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good.
What up, bro?
They'll run it now.
Chilling on it.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard.
Shoulder tear. Get the freak out of here, man. Nigga get a shoulder tear on a freaking run play. My receiver tears his shoulder on a run play. Man, get out of here, man. Freaking game so corny, dog.
Here's Ross. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And then they make my dude get it. Then they put my dude in a throwing motion so he can get stripped when I ain't even hit a button to throw the ball. I ain't even press a button to throw the ball. They just stuck him in the animation. I take it.
Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And here's Marshall. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run with Marshall. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Game broke.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific
face mask.
Holding them to no gain.
Yeah, something like that.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it.
I'm going to give it back to him.
They'll run for it with Marshall.
Oh, man, this game trash, bro.
Up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Game so terrible.
And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now Ross, off play action.
You gonna jump for the ball, nigga?
Incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much mustard in the pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And now here's a carry heading left. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation.
I really dislike this game sometimes, boy. Oh, I really like it. I ain't got to play it, but I be playing it. I ain't.
High school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And right with it here over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
May want to turn that aggressive strip stuff off, bro.
The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Yeah.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes.
Come on, man. Why you put me in a stupid animation?
It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore.
No need for that animation, man. Just let me pick the ball up.
Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. DJ Reader coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
I'm tired of hearing about him, honestly.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. Evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big...
Tip it in there. Oh! Oh, tipped it right to me.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, Jenkins, you weak, nigga.
Able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Yeah, man, freak all that.
This drive with very good field position. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Let's go.
Ross now on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's go.
To throw is Ross. Throwing on 4th down. And Marshall's got it. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he
What are the
decided to pull
shenanigans?
it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw. Ross. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Draw that big defensive tackle in the freaking end zone. Drag the D tackle in the end zone. Game so trash. D tackle met the nigga at the 3-4 yard line, and he drugged the nigga in the end zone. Boy, the quarterback. And it wasn't Cam. This some bum nigga, man. From the practice squad.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Mahomes going to throw. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 41-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly.
Yeah, I'm being a jerk.
Remaining in this game.
I admit it, I am.
And they take a knee. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season,
Man, this DirecTV so laggy now, man.
split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling.
Yeah, man, it done laggy.
If people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Buccaneers, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to
No, I
take
think
on
it's
the
probably
Pittsburgh
everybody.
Steelers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.
Man, I be pressing buttons and stuff, man. That junk be so slow reacting to it.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew.
Why you rubbing your eyes, Jordan? You sleepy?
Presentation of the NFL on
You sleepy?
EA Sports.
Okay, I'm about to run you bad water.
I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere, as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.
Lucky.
No, not because you itchy, because you sleepy. And you itchy because you sleepy too. Oh. How many injuries do we have? We got a fractured elbow. He out for the season. Torn shoulder. He out for 4 or 5 weeks. What else we got? Oh, that's it. Yeah, fractured elbow 12 weeks. Shoulder tear 5 weeks. Can't get the nigga from slow development because he can't stay on the field, man. Nigga was hurt for 9 weeks, now 5 weeks. And he got hurt on a freaking run play. Oh, boy. A run play that went opposite of where he was lined up at. How you tear your freaking shoulder on that play? I just don't understand. Whatever. Game just decide when they want injuries to happen, and that's what it is. Deal with it.